About to be taking off the alternator off of a 09 Toyota Camry. First thing we're doing is disconnecting the power supply that's going to. We already disconnected the battery too, which you always want to do that also. Now we're disconnecting the power that's going to your alternator by taking off these top bolt right here. What size socket is that?
10 millimeter
10 millimeter bolt. So you need a 10 millimeter socket. Take off these two bolts right here. Okay, we took off the two 10 millimeter bolts. Now what we're doing, we're
just unhooking some wiring that's in the way.
Unhooking these wires right here to basically get a better clearance when you're removing it. So pretty much what you would need is a 10 millimeter socket to take off the top screw here, the top bolt here, and another bolt that went right here. You take that out. And also we're removing this wire harness right here, the way you can get a better clearance actually with it. Okay. So now we have, like I said, we disconnected, we unplugged this wire right here. Also, that's just pretty much a wire harness to get a better clearance at it. Now what we're doing is actually loosening the belt on the tensioner pulley. You just got to kind of come down here onto the side. Kind of come down there like that to get to your tensioner pulley. You may need to extend two sockets if you need, if the one you have is not long enough.
Special tool that they have that reaches down in.
There's actually a special tool that you can get that goes down there. So basically pull your tensioner pulley to loosen your belt so you can pop it off of your alternator. Okay, when you get it on your tensioner pulley, and once you get it, you see how your belt's coming loose? So once you're loosening that tensioner pulley, you want to reach over and pull your belt off of your alternator. Go ahead and push it down. You gotta loosen it some more. Yeah, you need to take it down some more. Alright, now we got the tensioner belt off. Now you come right here on the back. You got a 14 millimeter screw right here you got to take out. So we're going to do that now. It's kind of back there in the back. So that's going to take a 14 millimeter. You want to turn it up like that. Turn it up toward the passenger compartment of your vehicle. And that's going to be a size 14.
Make sure they put that belt up here to hold it so it don't pop off the rest of their pulleys.
Yeah, make sure that you kind of want to secure your belt like this. That way it doesn't come off the rest of your pulleys. If not, you'll be trying to get your belt back on everything else, like your water pump and all that. So you kind of want to, it makes your job easier if you go ahead and keep your belt pretty much on the rest of the pulleys other than your alternator itself. Like I said, we removed the size 14 in the back, and now you'll have another screw that's down at the bottom. It's kind of at the bottom of it, down there. That make sure that's also a size. Pretty sure that's a size 14 also. Yeah, that's for size 12 that you'll need. So for the top screw, you're going to need a size 14, and for the bottom screw, you're going to need a size 12. Pretty much loosened it once again by turning it up toward the passenger compartment. That's what's going to take the screw out. Then once you have that out, then you should be able to remove your alternator. See how it came loose? Now you kind of wiggle it out and it should come free, just like that. And the screw, I'm going to show you the screw that we took out. So here's your alternator, and we took out the 2 screws. You can see right here, this is where your alternator goes at itself. Right down here is where your alternator goes at. Now we're going to be going ahead and installing the next one. Alright, now we're in the process of putting in your new alternator. You want to basically put it in with the open spot like that, going up in there like that over top of, you'll see like the little kind of goes around. Then you're going to take your size 14 screw that you took out and stick that one all the way back in first. That's going to help to hold it in place.
Tell them they're going to have to kind of wiggle it until it lines up with the hole.
All the way around until you get to go through. And you do the same thing for the other side possibly. You get it through one side, kind of wiggle it until you can get it go all the way through. Once you get that one in there, you want to tighten that one up. Not all the way though. You also got to put your bottom one in. So we're putting the top one in now, which is a size 14. Like I said, you don't want to tighten this one all the way up yet because you still have to put your size, what was it, 12?
Yeah,
the size 12 screw in the bottom of it. So you kind of want to leave it loose. Pretty much get it in, but don't tighten it all the way up. Because if you do, you'll have to unloosen it. You'll have to loosen it pretty much to be able to
line it up.
Yeah, to be able to line up the bottom. And you get the bottom screw in. Now we're going to go ahead and stick the bottom one in, which is a size 12. Kind of lift up on it. Fit it in the hole. Alright, so we pretty much got the alternator back in with the back screw as well as the front screw. Now what we have to do is go ahead and pull the tensioner pulley again. So go ahead and put your top belt back on. Then once you get your top belt back on, you want to go ahead on and reconnect your electrical components, which want to go here. You'll have to plug back up all the stuff that you unplugged. So now that we have everything back on, now what we got to do then is pull the tensioner pulley again. So you can take this belt and put it back over. You just have to reach back down there again to your pulley. You want to do the same thing you did taking the belt off, which means you want to push it down. It helps if you have 2 people doing this because it's kind of hard for you to push down on the tensioner pulley and at the same time trying to stick that belt back on. So you kind of want to pull it down, and then you want to
know how it goes.
Kind of grab that belt and try to put the belt back on top of your pulley. And then once you have it on there, you want to release your tensioner pulley, which puts the tension back on the belt that's going around it. So we're pushing it down now. And we'll grab the belt, kind of start from the top like this. All right, we're gonna get this belt back on and connect the electrical components, and we'll pretty much be done. I'll show you that in a second. All right, yeah, so we basically got the belt back on. Now what we're doing is pretty much putting your electrical connection back on to your alternator. We're going to plug it back up right here where we disconnected it over here, as well as we're going to plug it up back right here, which plugs in right here pretty much. You'll pretty much be done. Next, what you want to do is go ahead and hook your battery back up and test it to make sure everything is running correctly. Yeah, now we're just taking this top piece. This is your on your electrical harness right here, the piece that plugs up right here. Next part you want to take is right here, like that. You want to put this back in, put your screw in you took out right here. Once we tighten that one up, once again this is changing out to alternator on a 2009 Toyota Camry. And once we do that, then we're going to come back over here and just plug it back up right here. We got the alternator back on. We just started the car up and everything's running fine on it. So this is the process you will have to do if you want to change out your alternator on a 2009 Toyota Camry. It's pretty much a simple job. It may take about 30-40 minutes, somebody have to get it done. Alright, please check out our other videos and please subscribe. Thanks.